I'm Ted Stuckensnyder in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm a bankruptcy attorney, and I'm talking today about student loans. It's become a really hot topic, and in the last 2 or 3 days, I've gotten a lot of calls because on August 31st, 2020, the 10th Circuit issued an opinion that allowed a Navient, a private loan, a Navient student loan of over $200,000 to be discharged. That's caused a lot of people to call me and say, oh boy, private student loans are dischargeable, and that's not the case. It's a very narrow decision, but it's a good decision that tells us about the three kinds of student obligations that are non-dischargeable in bankruptcy. The first one refers to a loan. The second one refers to a conditional benefit or gift. And the third one has to do with other private loans. So let me tell you about those just for a minute. I teach bankruptcy at the Birmingham School of Law here in Birmingham, and I've been doing bankruptcies for 43 years. I'm board certified in consumer bankruptcy by the American Board of Certification. So let's talk about those three types of debts that are non-dischargeable in bankruptcy, those student debts. The first one is an educational benefit overpayment. When you've received some sort of a benefit and they paid you too much and you need to pay it back. Or a loan made or guaranteed by a nonprofit institution or the federal government. The second type of obligation to repay funds is to repay a fund received as an educational benefit, scholarship, or stipend. And the 10th Circuit made that very clear. They're talking about conditional gifts and not loans. It does not cover loans. And so Navient lost on that point. And then the third one talks about any other kind of educational loan that is a qualified educational loan as defined by the Internal Revenue Service Code. That particular loan by Navient in the 10th Circuit opinion was allowed to be discharged because the borrower attended an unaccredited school. In order for a debt to fit within that part of the bankruptcy code and be non-dischargeable and be a qualified loan, the borrower must have attended an accredited school. It must not exceed the cost of attendance. It couldn't be for just living expenses. And it cannot be for students taking less than 6 credits a semester. So those three aspects haven't changed. The 10th Circuit just made it very clear that Navient didn't fit into any of those on that particular kind of loan, and that particular borrower was able to discharge that debt and get a refund of some of the monies he had paid. So it is a complicated question, and you should call a bankruptcy attorney if you're thinking that you are attended an unaccredited school or had some sort of an unqualified private loan. But that's pretty well what the decision said, and I hope that clears up some of the questions and confusion about it. And thank you very much.